my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Cindy. Today I decided to go ahead and record do a video on this look that I'm wearing today. It is a yellow halo eyeshadow look. This one is I want to say a continuation of the orange with yellow summer fun look. This is just another way of anybody being able to use the shade yellow, because I can see, or I've been noticing, that yellow has been a very big trend this summer. So if you felt that the other look was a little bit too much or too many colors or too vibrant for you, this would be another option for you, being that it's more neutrals with just a tad bit of pop of color, which would of course be the yellow. This look is also very good for a date night. If you have a date night planned with your significant other, your husband, your boyfriend, or just a simple girls' night out, this is a perfectly good look, as well as, of course, yours truly is going to be working today, so I'm actually wearing it to work. So if you want to see how I put this look together, or techniques that work best for me, feel free to continue to watch. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I will gladly answer them for you. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy the video and have a great day. Let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to be using my Morphe E23 brush, and I'm going to be using the Morphe James Charles palette. And I'm just going to be grabbing the color, the shade Canva. Whoops, actually, jumping the gun here. I'm going to prep my eyes, and I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime, the 24-hour extended eye base. And because I'm going to be doing a halo look, I'm really not going to be going in with a concealer to cover the dark circles on my eyelid, only because I will be going in with darker shades. So I don't feel that it's really necessary, since I'm going to be putting dark shadows on anyways. So that's just a step that I'm going to go ahead and just skip. And the reason I'm actually using my finger to apply my my eye primer is two reasons. One, because I like to go with my ring finger, which is one of the fingers that, when you're using it on your face, has the least pressure. You tend to not have so much pressure on your eyelids, reducing a little bit of the possibility of getting fine lines and wrinkles. And two, because the warmth of my fingers allows the product to go ahead and start melting, and it's easier to distribute, or it's easier to blend. So those would be the two main reasons why I just go in with my finger when I do apply a primer on my face, especially a primer like that. So now I'm going in with the shade Canva, and I'm just patting this on there, because since I did put on my primer, I don't want it to be moving. I don't want the primer to move around. And with this step, you have two options. You can either just keep it to where the light shades are going to be at, or you can go ahead and put it all over your lid. I just went ahead and put it all over my lid. And I'm trying to blend it out this way a little bit. Okay. Now I'm grabbing another Morphe brush, if I can find it. Well, yeah, I'm going to be using the M535, and it's more like a fluffier brush. And I'm going to be going with the lightest shade of brown in here, which is actually, I want to say it's Punch Me, which is the shade Punch Me. So I'm going in with the lightest shade of brown. And the reason for this, for me using this big fluffy brush, is because it's such a light shade of brown that I don't mind it covering a good area, a good chunk of my lid space. Okay. So this one did go a little bit further up from the crease. And so I'm not going to worry about that just right this minute. Okay, so now that I have that color on there, I'm going to be using the same color. The only difference now is that I'm going to try and get a smaller brush, because now I'm going to be applying the shade T on the inner corners of my eye and the outer corners. Nothing in between. So it's the SHUE 6008. These are the ones that I had mentioned in one of my other videos that I got at in LA, in the alleys, the makeup district part of the garment district. So now I'm just grabbing it and I'm applying it just in the outer corner, the inner corner of my eye. And if you want this part a little bit more intense, you can always go in with a darker shadow. And now I'm doing the same thing, just patting it in the outer corner of my my mobile lid. And then just leaving that little white area, that clear area, for you to apply the actual color that you choose to put. And this part here is what's going to give you the halo effect on your eye. Okay, so that's where I want the actual color to be concentrated on, which I'm actually going to be going in with the shadow, the shade B from the James Charles palette. So now again, I'm going in with a little bit more in the inner corner, more on the, and applying some on the outer corner. Go in with the lighter concealer shade, or you can go in with the paint pot, like the cream paint pot. Or you also have the option of the Urban Decay primer potion. For me, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the primer potion. I'll be using a small synthetic brush to go ahead and blend that out. And I'm not going to go ahead and apply the primer right on my lid. I'm going to be putting it on my metal palette, as you can see right there. And I'm going to be grabbing it with my brush only because I don't want to go in with so much product that I eliminate the halo effect from the browns, from the brown shade that I just applied. And if you happen to have little spots like that, don't worry about it. You can always go back in with your brown eyeshadow. In this case for me would be the shadow T, and go ahead and just go over that with the darker shadow. Okay, I think another synthetic brush. I'm using another SHU, I call it shoe, 6006 brush. It's a synthetic flat brush. And I'm using this one to go ahead and grab the shade B from the James Charles palette. And I'm tapping it on like this. And I'm just going to concentrate the shade on where I applied the base, the primer, the Urban Decay primer, because I don't want it to look muddy, and I will be going back in with the brown shade to blend it all together. There we go. I'm going in with the same little round brush, going in with the shade T, and I'm going to go ahead and bring some of that in towards the middle to have some blendability, and I'm going to be blending on the top as well. It's another tapered brush. For more better blendability. And there we go. For some reason this one looks a little bit brighter, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in and apply a little bit more. And so the shadow doesn't move, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Fix Plus Gold. Okay, so now I already went ahead and I curled my lashes and I put mascara on and everything. I want to go ahead and give it a little bit more of definition between the two browns. And since the lightest brown was overpowered by the darker brown, I'm going to go ahead and grab another shade and I'm going to go ahead and apply that, blend it over on top of the brown that I already have. I'll be going in with Code James, and I'm going to go in very lightly And I want to go ahead and use the fluffy brush that I was using at the beginning, the M535. Just this, the big fluffy brush, and I'm grabbing in very little product. I don't know if you can see. Very little product on there. And I just want to add a definition between those two, just so it doesn't look so harsh. For some reason, I really don't know why, and I think it's just mostly now just a habit of always having my waterline done. Like, I don't know. And it's always, typically it's always been black. Okay. I'm going to be grabbing my foundation, and I use the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Hydration Foundation, and my shade right now is a 2.4, or it's between a 2.4 and a 2.35. I know it's not that big of a difference, but believe me, in numbers, but believe me, when I apply them, they really are a lot different. They really are super different. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and go in with the 2.4 shade. And I normally use quite a few of these pumps. I normally use 4 pumps. Morphe E44 Kabuki, or foundation brush. I don't know if this one would be considered a kabuki or not, but I need to go get another one. This one keeps like fraying on me. I think it's going to start falling apart on me. Go ahead and go in and tap my foundation on. Now this foundation is fast drying foundation, so you kind of have to work fast as far as blending it out. And now going in with whatever was left on the palette, I'm just going to go ahead and finish off right there. I'm sorry I keep looking that way. My big mirror is there. I'm just... I keep forgetting I have a mirror like right here too. LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm going in with light ivory this time. And I'm going with very little been trying not to go in with so much product. And just going in and blending that out. Okay. Alright, now for the contour, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this, with the same brand, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is in Cool Tan. And for some reason, this one has been making such a mess. Like you're going to see right here, like it's been dripping so much of the like the liquid. Like I don't understand. I don't know how to explain that. Or the oils. It might be just the oils that aren't getting mixed properly, I guess. But it has, the other day it kind of exploded on my face and I had to go back in with the foundation and clear it all up. And before that dries up, I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out. Now going on this side. The same thing. Okay, I know I am looking a little bit too shiny right now around my face, but there's there's a solution to that, and I think, and right now it's only shiny right now because I just added layers and layers of creams and foundations and whatnot. So it does take for a minute for it to start absorbing it, to start drying. But if it's too much for you, and since I did do the cream highlight, I'm going to go ahead and grab a translucent powder, and I'm going to just tap it on. Going in with the Airspun loose face powder, and this one's the original formula, but I got mine in a translucent extra coverage. Eyeshadow has any fallout, the loose powder will catch it, and so when I go ahead and go brush off the excess powder, whatever fallout I had is going to go ahead and come with the translucent powder. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC 218 pencil brush to go ahead, and I'm going to be using the, first I'm going to go in with the Code James shade. Be doing the same thing with the other side. T. Using my Kat Von D liner, tattoo liner in Trooper. Doing my winged liner. Now, because I do have a halo eyeshadow look, I am not going to go ahead and go all dramatic with my eyeliners like I normally do. I'm gonna try and keep it minimal and simple and small, so the wing doesn't overpower the shadow look that I have going. Okay, so actually here, now that I did the other eye, I'm actually thinking that maybe I don't want to do a wing liner today. I'm just going to leave the liner there because I am going to go in with false lashes, and my lashes are pretty dramatic, so I'm just going to leave them like, I'm just going to leave my eyeliner like this and just go ahead and go in and put my lashes on. Okay, so I already went ahead and I added a lash. I wanted to try it out and see how this lash was going to look. And I'm really liking it. It's still a little bit on the dramatic side, but not too dramatic where it's going to cover the eyeshadow that I just did. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with these. Now, these lashes are actually from the brand Elf. And I purchased these at Target, and I believe these lashes were about $4 away. But like, this is what it looks like. It's not this one itself, but these are still very beautiful lashes. I'm going to be using these for today. Now you can tell because the band is a very thick band, and when you grab it, it doesn't give you that curved look. So I have to go in and I have to manipulate and create the curve that I need it to have to shape my eye, and for it to be, for the application to be a little bit easier for me when I'm applying the lashes. While that gets tacky, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Sorry for the slurping. Okay, there we go. Now grabbing a big fluffy brush or a big brush, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe all that excess powder off. And it still made it very green. I'm going to be going in with my favorite bronzing powder, and this is the Too Faced in Chocolate de Soleil. And I'm not going in too much because I can already see that my contour is pretty good. But just to warm it up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and just apply a tad bit. And since I still can't remember for the life of me the names of these blushes, I'm going to be going in with this one right here. And lightly tapping it on my cheekbones. On the apples of my cheeks. For my lips, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to outline them with the MAC lip pencil, and the shade is Boldly Bare. Alright, let's add the lipstick and see how this works, or see how this looks. So today I'm actually going to be going in with the shade Lolita, from the kit that I just got the other day. For some reason I think that it's throwing me off just because here in person it looks more like a mauve pinkish kind of look. So on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Ophelia, but because I'm so OCD and I don't want to mix the two shades, I'm going to be grabbing the shade and I'm just going to be applying it on my hand like that, and grabbing a disposable lipstick applicator. Okay, and I think that actually completes the look.